beautiful souls, I'm Mommy on a Journey and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time coming across this channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you're interested in personal development, healthy plant-based eating, or just anything in between, stick around and subscribe because that's what this channel is all about. So guys, I've been having so many options in the kitchen and I've been experimenting and having fun, and I tried this wrap that is quite interesting and I thought maybe you guys would like to see how I put this thing together. But before I show you that, I have good news. I found the curry footage. Remember the curry footage that I lost in that previous video? I found it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first show you the footage of the curry and how to make that nice vegan curry, and then I'll show you the wrap afterwards. So let me show you the curry. Alright, so I'm going to start by preparing my ingredients, and first I'm going to chop my onion and dice my tomatoes. Here are my ingredients all prepared, and I'm going to heat oil in a pot. Once that's heated, I'm going to add the onion. I'm going to make sure that I fry them until they're translucent, and then add the butternut. And then I'm going to add the masala and the Indian aromatics and cook it for about 5 minutes. Remember to keep stirring it regularly. After that, I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. This I'm going to cook for about 5 minutes, but remember, keep stirring it. After about 5 minutes, reduce the heat and then cover it. Leave that to cook for about 10 minutes, and let's start with the millet. Well, the millet is quite simple, or whatever grain you'll be using. You're just going to put the grain in and some water and a bit of salt, and then that's it. You can choose to serve this curry with rice or couscous or burglar wheat or just any other grain that you'd like. Remember to keep checking on your curry. Once the millet reaches a boil, cover it and wait for the water to get all absorbed. And now it's time to add chickpeas to the curry. I didn't feel like cooking chickpeas, so I used canned ones, but you can use your own and cook your own. The millet is almost done. Just a little bit of water left. And there's the curry, it's almost done. So what's left is just to taste it and see if it needs anything else, and then adjust that accordingly, and basically we're done. So I just wanted to zhuzh it up, and I added black pepper and some mixed herbs and a bit of salt. All done. So that's how that curry turned out, guys. It was so delicious. Yo, it was very nice. I love curries. So this turned out very beautifully. It was the flavors. Oof, the flavors were so nice. Guys, if you like hot and spicy food, if you like curries, give this a try. Definitely give it a try. I'll link in the description box a link to Earthly, where I got the grains that I've been using a lot lately, and where they have these Indian aromatics and masalas as well. You can try that there, but obviously you are free to try your own type of spices and stuff, but definitely give these a try. Woo, guys, the one. But anyway, and now for the wrap. Woo, guys, I was experimenting with this one, but I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like about it was the dressing, but I'll get into that as you watch the process. So we're gonna start with the tortilla. I used 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/3 cup of oil, and 1 cup of lukewarm to hot water. As long as you can put your finger without burning, it's fine. And then I'm using the oil just to make sure the dough doesn't stick to my fingers. Once this is done, cut it up in nice halves and halves and halves until you get to 8 pieces. And then flatten it with your hands. So once you're done with this process, you just cover it with a tea cloth or with just this cover of a container, and then keep it for 15 minutes, let it rest. So once it's rested, add flour to your surface and roll each ball as thin as possible, almost translucent. Please make sure you heat up your pan as hot as possible so that the tortillas can be cooked immediately when you put it on the pan. So my first attempt was a bit too big. My tortillas were a bit too big for my pan, so I ended up having to half that ball, but that half was also still too small, so I kind of had to wing it into the right size. So I had to re-roll all of the other balls. So that's how they turned out. Oh, every side is about 30 seconds on the pan, so it's not that long. But this is how they turned out. I was satisfied with my first attempt. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be putting inside each wrap. It's an avo, some spinach, black quinoa, some lentils. These are whole lentils. And different colored bell peppers. And that's chicken. So I'll be using a boneless chicken breast for the chicken wrap. Firstly, I'm going to start with the lentils. I'm adding vegetable stock to it and a bit of crushed garlic and ginger. And then I'm going to fry the bell peppers. I just added a bit of salt here. And also the spinach, just a bit of salt. And then with the quinoa, I'm going to add more flavor to it by adding curry vegetable flavored stock. You can use any flavor stock you want. And then as for the chicken, I added just barbecue spice. And this is for the dressing. So I would have loved to use some black pepper, but my black pepper is finished, so I decided to improvise with another spice. So first we're going to start by making water cold. Like the water needs to be extremely cold, that's why I'm putting it in ice. So let's start with the dressing. I used oil, a 1/4 cup of oil, and then a 1/4 cup of tahini, and then 2 teaspoons of mustard, 2 teaspoons of honey, and then about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then here I replace it with barbecue spice, the black pepper. Then you see it becomes a weird consistency. So this is what the cold water is for. It makes it into a nice, smooth and creamy dressing. And that's how the dressing turned out. I didn't really like the dressing. It was a bit too bitter, so I added more salt and honey to make it a bit better. So this is the chicken wrap with all of the ingredients in it. And then this is the lentil wrap. Instead of the chicken, I put lentils in this one. And that's how my wrap turned out. It was actually quite flavorful and delicious. I really enjoyed it. Alright guys, it's a wrap. Okay, I know that's dry guys. Okay, excuse. But anyway, no, literally we are done. Thank you for watching this video. I truly appreciate you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.